Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible 47 times a stream. However, there is hope. Welcome to Duty Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Duty Streams today, because pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
Business and game? No, Bunnies and Games, excuse me. Bunnies and Games, sorry, I misread. Tartan Games, rewind that live. My controller lagged. Indeed it did. Bandit, how you doing, Bandit? Gabriel's here tonight. How y'all doing? Good, good, good. All right, so, couple things. Number one, it's Pokemon night, and you know what that means. It means that on Pokemon night, you get a pack of Pokemon cards. So we're currently opening Surging Sparks. We are 4 packs into the box, and so far, no hits. So hopefully, we'll get a hit tonight. Increased chance to get a hit considering we are whittling down the packs, right? So 1 pack guaranteed because it's Pokemon. However, we need to hit milestones of support tonight to do more, and obviously, I want to get into Surging Sparks. I want that $300 Pikachu. I want that $170 Latias. And I want that Melodic. Okay, I want those nice hits. So, please support the stream tonight. Notably, okay, over on the kick side of things, I just randomly realized it's Tuesday night. And I was thinking to myself, gee, I wonder how I did this week. Not good. For a couple of reasons. Reason number one, I was off 2 days last week, so that was 2 days off instead of the usual one. Number two, basically there's been like almost no support going on Kick for the last week. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you all, not only have my subs plummeted on Kick in the last week, but also overall revenue on Kick has depleted significantly. If we don't have a good night tonight on Kick, this is actually going to be my worst performing week since I started streaming on Kick nearly 2 years ago. I couldn't tell you why. It's not that attendance was low. It's just people didn't drop any subs. People barely did any kicks. I mean, you could see for yourself if you take a look at the Kick leaderboard. Okay? Taking a look here. This week so far, I have a grand total of 6 subs, out of which 3 are from trolls. That's not an exaggeration. We have 6 subs so far this week, the entirety of the week. Kicks. No exaggeration. A grand total of about $40 of kicks, if that, for the entirety of the week. So, yeah, basically almost no support. I don't know if we're going to get any regulars back tonight, but it would be great to get support tonight. If you are watching on Kick and you like the content, notably you like the chill vibes of Pokemon, or you want to see some Surging Sparks packs unpacked at the end of the stream, tonight would be the night to support. This is the last night that counts for the week. Everything that I start earning as of tomorrow counts for a new week. I don't know why Kick does it that way, but they do. So it would be absolutely great if we could get some support tonight from Kick, okay? Now, in regards to all of that, it's not just about Kick support. It's about support everywhere. So obviously I appreciate everyone who has supported, and those that did support on Kick, thank you. It was a way less this week for whatever particular reason, but people did support, and I want to say thank you to those who did. YouTube supporters, I mean, super chats, thank you so much. Memberships, thank you so much. And of course, those who tipped via PayPal as well, thank you. Hopefully we can get some momentum going. Remember, the way it works is DSP Pack Rips is a show that I do when we have 2 packs that we are going to open. Currently, there's the 1 freebie pack. So if we get to $100 of support cumulative tonight, we'll do DSP Pack Rips with Surging Sparks, okay? Okay. So how's everyone doing? What's going on? What's up, Humble the Pummel? How are you? How you doing? How you doing? What's on everyone's mind tonight? Am I going to do post-game content as Spirit Phase? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the post-game content is. I asked this morning, and one person said, it's a few legendaries, but it's very grindy. It's not a big deal. And then someone else was like, oh, no, there's a ton of post-game content. So I don't really know what it entails. If people are here for it, okay, then if they're here for it, I would consider it. XJW says I contributed a lot this week. Let's take a look. According to this, in the last week, there were no subs at all. And XJW, you're not on the leaderboard. For some reason, you're not on the leaderboard. Are you sure you didn't support last week? Because I remember you supporting, but I think it was last week. It didn't count for this week. Yeah, the support resets on Wednesdays. Because you are not on the leaderboard anywhere. You're not showing for kicks, and you're also not showing for subs. Yeah. But I remember you contributing, but I think it was last week, wasn't it? I could be wrong, but I swear it was last week. That could be what it is. Because for the record, I have had good weeks, in the last few weeks, or the last few weeks to month. But this week in particular is just the worst for some reason. Like almost nothing came in. Here, taking a look. I'm scrolling. Oh my God, my kick screen has completely glitched. What the hell? That looked bizarre as shit. The whole thing was having a seizure. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, XJW, you didn't gift any subs, right? Was it all kicks? Because there's nothing showing for subs whatsoever. Let's drop that bass. And sadly, I can't really look at the history of kicks. Was it kicks that you sent? That's so weird. Why are you not on the leaderboard? I do want to say thank you. I do remember you contributing 100%. It must have been kicks, correct? Because you're not on the leaderboard. It actually doesn't show you at all on the leaderboard, which is really weird. Because the bottom of the leaderboard is 16 kicks. So how are you not on there? That's really weird. They literally didn't count you. I can't explain it. Can't explain it. Why you're not on the leaderboard, but I appreciate that you did. I remember that you did support. Thank you. Very odd that you're not up there. Okay, so our first contribution of the night is Overstuffed Wednesday Plush with 500 kicks, and he says, here you go, sire, add us to the leaderboard. Thank you, Overstuffed Wednesday Plush. I appreciate that. Say, XJW, I'm not blind, right? You can see the leaderboard. You're not on there. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it didn't count for the leaderboard. Maybe the leaderboard was glitched out or something. That's really weird. So thank you to Overstuffed Wednesday Plush. That's our first support of the night. 500 kicks. Thank you for that. Elusive Moose likes my share. I'm glad to hear that. Wave Zone says, I watched your DSP tries it where you tried the British food and you really liked it. Did you try it again? Do you want to know the truth? My wife and I, outside of DSP tries it, ordered again. It was not nearly as good. Okay. Do you want to know what I think happened? I can explain what I think actually happened. Okay. So if you remember, it was about a year and a half ago. There's a place that does meat pies in downtown Renton. That's the town I live in, right? So I ordered the food. And if you remember, there was kind of a mistake or a mess thing that got messed up. The order got delayed. Here's what actually happened. And this happens from time to time, just so you guys know. A troll actually called the restaurant and said, oh, I want to cancel my order. Now, what's messed up is obviously it wasn't really me, but a troll called the restaurant on the phone and said, I just placed an order via DoorDash, but I want to cancel my order. It's not, and they were like, no, you have to do it through DoorDash. You can't just call us. You have to cancel through DoorDash. And apparently the person went into a swearing tirade with the employee on the phone, threatening them, saying, you better cancel the order. I'm going to come down there and kick your ass or something like that. It was actually they were threatening the person on the phone. Okay. So the person hung up the phone and canceled the order, actually afraid that someone was going to come to the store. All right. So all of a sudden, as I was tracking my order for those meat pies, I saw that the order had been canceled. I said, what? I didn't cancel the order. So I called the restaurant and they were like, you just called us irate, swearing at us, telling us to cancel the order. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I'm sorry. These idiots do this. They're really messed up. They're unhinged. The order was legit. And they said, all right, if you put in another order, we'll do it right away. We'll make sure. So I put in a second order and they did it right away. And if you remember, the food was fantastic. You remember that, right? It was really good. The portion sizes were good. It tasted great. Okay. So completely outside of that, all right, on one of my days off later that year, I did order the food again. It wasn't good. The portions of the meat pies had shrunk way small. The sides didn't taste fresh. Like everything we ordered, we were incredibly disappointed. We spent a ton of money and it was like we weren't even full. We ate the food. We were like, oh. So what I actually think happened was because of the mix-up with the troll and everything, the place knew that I was a YouTuber and that I was going to do a review. So they purposefully gave me really, really good food to be sure that I would give the place a good review. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure, but that's my honest experience of what happened. Okay? After that, second time we ordered there, we never ordered there again, and we decided we're not going to because if it was so ridiculously different of an experience the second time we ordered, we realized anytime we order, it could be good, it could be bad. And we don't want to spend a lot of money on something like that if it's bad. And it was legit bad that second time we ordered it. So maybe it was just a case they were literally just having an off day. That could be. And that happens at restaurants, you know, especially local businesses. They have an off day, they're getting slammed, or maybe their cook called out and they got to fill in. Maybe that's the case, but they're pricey. So because of that, we were like, nah, we're just not going to go back. And we haven't. It's been over a year and we never went there again.